Okay, so let's continue. Sorry, I had to fix something off record. So let me write down with lab 926, using Wireshark to observe the three-way handshake. So what we've been able to achieve is that we've been able to plot this topology using the Python file. We ran this, right? We got into our virtual machine, logged in. Once we are logged in, we started a mininet, a small network. We ran with administrative permission this file, and this file created that topology for us. We went into the first system and into the fourth system. And on the fourth system, we ran this command, right? What is this command doing? I think it's starting a web server, niche web server. That's this particular one. Or for security purposes, you're not able to run Firefox from a root user account. So on H1, you can use this command, get into the analyst account. Once you're done, run Firefox. We ran Firefox and we're able to have this Firefox. The next thing we're not told to do is that let's try to do some TCP dump using administrative privilege. And let's run that on H1. And let's also use the ETH0 adapter and verbose. Let's just have everything the way it is. And let's have 50 packets. And let's save it in capture.pcap. So pcap is the default file format for Wireshark TCP dump. After TCP dump starts, I quickly navigate to 172.160.40. So that's what we did. We got this, we refresh this. This is still active, this is still running. Now, the next thing we want to do now, this thing we've actually captured, we want to analyze it using Wireshark. Now, the next step is apply a filter to the saved capture. Okay, so press enter to see the prompt that is on H1. So we get to H1. So got 13. Okay, why is it doing this? Let me see H4. Start Wireshark on H1. Click OK on the prompt by the warning regarding running Wireshark as superuser. So on this, so this is H4. Why is this H1? Let me go back and see if this is possible. So this is still listening. This is still capturing. Okay, let me see if I can refresh this a number of times. Okay, start Wireshark on node H1. Click OK when prompted by the warning Wireshark as supervisor. Okay, since this guy is showing me this, let me try this on H4 because that's why I'm able to have that prompt. So I go and say Wireshark, the sign, right? So I should be able to have Wireshark pop up. Yes, good enough. Not set, defaulting to this. Awesome. So I have Wireshark started. It's trying to register this particular instance. Okay, good. So you see on, so this is it. Let's, where's our, where is this guy? To Wireshark. Yeah, good. So I just refreshed and it's trying to, so on ETH, don't forget this is adapter 0, then they'll loop back. So we could check for this and start capturing packets. Okay, in Wireshark, click file, open, select the saved pickup file located here. So what we're trying to do with Wireshark is that, don't forget, Wireshark is more or less like the GUI interface that we could use to do packet capturing, sniffing, saving file, analyzing files that we've captured. So this is the button that we can use to capture file, right? Start capturing packets. But we've already done that using the CLI version, which is a TCP dump in H1, right? Sorry, what am I doing? So funny enough, wow. So how am I to get back to this guy? Let me see if I can scroll up. There's no possibility of my scrolling up too bad. Right, I'm using a back arrow, and this is what I'm getting. Let me see, tap, 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 tap. No, it's not working. Okay, by the way, so we executed that on H1. So what we're trying to do now is on Wireshark, right? On this Wireshark now, this GUI interface. What we want to do is that we want to open what we've already captured and read the files, right? So I will say file, open. So that's what we are told. File, open, select the save pickup file. I called it, what did I call it? All files. I could say pickup file. So you see Wireshark TCP dump, I could say it, okay, capture. Is that what we captured? Yes, look at it, capture.pickup. So that's the file we actually captured. So we could open it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nothing. I didn't see anything. We're supposed to see the files it has captured. We're supposed to see the file it has captured. Something might be wrong. We're supposed to have seen the file. This is H1. This is H4. Firefox, instead of Firefox, so that okay, let me see if I can rerun the H1 part and the H2 part again. Okay, so I will close this. I will get to the commands. So on H1 and this, okay, let me go to my terminal, get H1 back. So this is H1, right? Start the web server on H4. Where's H4? Can I go back to the commands? H4. Is it? No, 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 no. Okay, I'll do it afresh. I'll go back and start H4 also. So I have fresh H1 and H4. So let's go back to the command. We've created a topology. We've started H1, H4. We go on H4 and we start this next server. So /home analyst. Because if you miss a step, you might have issues. /scripts /range _server_start.sh. Yes, good. Okay, still could not bind, already in use. What happened? Okay, let's get to this place and say SU analyst. Yes, we have that. Say Firefox. I think Firefox was on already. Let's close that. I think that's why it was saying already in use. Failed. Okay, let me close this, go back to H4, start it afresh. Because my Firefox was still up and running. This is the command. Still failing. Already in use. Okay, let me go ahead and SU analyst. Then Firefox. This. My keyboard help me out. Firefox, let's wait for you to kick up. Then we go down. So we are here now. That's good. Our Firefox is up. Next thing we're told to do is, as the Firefox windows open, start a TC dump session in H1 and send the output to a file called this. So we're supposed to do this on H1. So on H1, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to say sudo TCP dump -I -H1 TOVC 50W /home/analyst/capture/.pcap. No such file exists. I may need to restart this machine entirely. Something is wrong here. H1, this. Okay, let me go to H1 and say ifconfig. Yes, it exists. This is H1 th0. Did I type the wrong thing? Oh, I think maybe I didn't use 0, I used O. Okay, let me go back and say this should be 0. Awesome. Good. So it's capturing. The next thing we want to do is to, after the TCP dump have started, you see it says got 0. We go to this guy and type in this. Where's the Firefox guy? 172. Yeah, this is it, 0.40. Click on it. So where's H1? H1 is supposed to be reading. Yes, this is H1. Right? So H1, is it showing anything? Still got 0, but it has captured this size of captured packets of this particular size, and the file should be here, home analyst capture.cap. That's fine. I think the next thing we want to do in the lab is to go to this H1. That's where the point is now. We want to go to start Wireshark on node H1. So it should issue now. So if I do an enter, or if I say Ctrl+Z, yeah, I think it has stopped the capture. Then I could do Wireshark and, right, I want to start the Wireshark machine. Right, actually stopped the capture, right, and I entered. So Wireshark is starting afresh. So let's wait a moment. So while Wireshark starts, what we want to do is we want to open the file, go to pick up files, 0 bytes. Also, there's an issue. So, but unfortunately, it told us it has captured packets of, where is H1? It told us it has captured packets of 262144 bytes. So what happened, and why is it telling us that the capture of the PK file is 0 byte? Okay, I might need to look at this lab again, see what the issue is, and I will remake this particular presentation. So you could try it. What you could do is to follow the steps, exactly what I did, and see if you're going to get a nice solution. Well, let me go ahead and open up the file and see if it's going to amount to anything. Yet it's empty. It didn't save the files. Let me see my command, sudo home analyst capture.pickup. Okay, let me go to H2 and try this command and see if I'm going to succeed. The command is sudo TCP dump -i.hi. Okay, let me first even see if I have that in this adapter. Sorry, fconfig H4. So this is H4, and we're told to capture in H1. Okay, let me see if it works. Just a moment. TCP dump -i H4. It is 0 -v -c -50 -w /home analysts /capture .pickup. Password is CyberOps. Got 0, got 0, got 0. Something is wrong, so it's not captured. Okay, got 6. Where's the name server? Firefox. Get back to H4. Okay, 32. Such file exists. Listen. Server not found. Back. Let me even type regular stuff and see what happens if it's going to capture some packets. Get to this one. Okay, 50 packets captured are dropped. Okay, what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to start Wireshark on this machine and see if it's able to capture what I just saved. Okay, okay, let me see. Open. Pick up files, still 0 bytes. So I'll have to remake this lab. So you could try same thing. If you succeed, let me know. So normally if I open the file I just captured, I should see, or let me even attempt to capture this manually, because if I capture, I should be able to see this, right? Let me just examine this. Let me examine this. This is how you capture files normally. We're trying to look at the layers, domain name query. What was queried? What are the queries? Yes, we're using what's it called, Mozilla. We could filter by traffic. We could say we want to see FTP data. We want to see HTTP data. So how do we do that? We could go back to this guy. I think okay, we'll go back to this guy and do this or the 117. The thing is that most of these labs are restricted to whatever you're doing. So no filter. Did I stop the packets? So I stopped. I start capturing again. Continue without saving. Okay, so like I said earlier on, I will have to troubleshoot this particular lab, but still follow through the process. if you get something nice, you could let me know. Okay. So what we to do is, so you could do, once you've seen the packets that you saved, you could just filter by TCP. You could filter whatever you have by TCP here. So it's going to filter all of the traffic that or files that you have captured. Right? Just have here, filter it. Then it will now sort all the items that you have already. The next thing is to, I might not be able to complete the rest because I was not able to capture this flag, but maybe I will do another tutorial separate on how to even do your regular capture and investigate those files. Examine the information within packets, including IP address, TCP port numbers, and TCP flags. So once you just examine the packets, you have something like this. You could see the flags, you could see the protocols involved, the source port, the destination port. Typical of what you're going to see, for instance, when you use TCP view, like we did in the previous lab. Okay, so that just it. A TCP port destination port number is what? 80. You're going to see that all captured in the visit. All captured in the Wireshark. Was the source port 58716. So with that, you're able to answer most of these questions. Okay, I think that's all for capturing flags, capturing packets within Wireshark. Then view the packets using TCP dump. Yes, you can if you want to view it. So man is a command that you can use to what looks like a manual, right? That's the translation in the Linux environment. So you could say man TCP dump. You're going to see the content of that particular picker file, right? Okay, so I think because we didn't capture, so we might not be able to complete the rest of the tutorial. So try from your end and see if you can be able to capture the file, and that will be all for this lab. So what we basically did in this lab was to create this network, right? Then try to start a web server somewhere on one of the files, right? Then try to capture from this end, then examine what we have captured. Okay, that will be all for part 2. Thank you very much. See you in the next lab.